If you live in Cincinnati and have a dog, you know the dream, right? Being able to grab a coffee at Findlay Market or take a walk along the riverfront without getting your arm pulled out of its socket, well, you are in the right place. Today, we're breaking down how to find a fantastic dog trainer right here in the city, so you and your four-legged friend can get out there and enjoy everything Cincy has to offer. Training isn't really just about fixing bad behaviors. It's about building a real partnership with your dog. Think of it as the key that unlocks the whole city for both of you to explore together, confidently. And let's get specific. Just picture it. A nice, calm walk through the busy streets of Over the Ride. Or maybe you're enjoying a drink on a sunny patio in Oakley, and your dog is just chilling at your feet, no drama. That's exactly what good training can do for you. Okay, so let's get into it. First up, Section 1, Training for City Life. Because, let's be honest, training a dog in an urban environment like Cincinnati has its own unique quirks and advantages. A well-trained dog can handle all the action at Fountain Square or a packed weekend in Hyde Park without getting overwhelmed. It's all about teaching them to stay calm and focused, whether you're weaving past sidewalk diners in Mount Adams or navigating all those amazing smells at Findlay Market. This is about getting them ready for real life right here where we live. So before you even start Googling trainers, the very first step is to figure out what you and your dog actually need to work on. Which brings us to Section 2, what does your dog need? Seriously, take a second and think about it. If you could wave a magic wand and change just one thing, or teach one new skill, what would it be? Knowing your main goal is going to make your search for the right trainer so much easier. Most of the time, training needs fall into one of three buckets. First, you've got puppy training. All that crucial early stuff like socialization and potty training. Then there's basic obedience, which is things like getting those leash skills down for city walks. And sometimes it's behavior modification for trickier issues like reactivity, fear, or separation anxiety. Figuring out your category really helps narrow the field. It's also really helpful to match the training format to your goal. For example, in-home training is perfect for stuff that happens in your house, like jumping on guests or surfing the counters. But if your goal is to practice good manners around other dogs and people, then group classes are a fantastic, controlled environment for that. Okay, now that you have your goals in mind, we can get to the main event, actually choosing your trainer. This is where we start looking at their methods and their qualifications.
The very first thing you should look for is a trainer who uses positive reinforcement. All this means is that they focus on rewarding the behavior you want to see. This builds a really strong, trusting relationship with your dog, and it avoids using scary or intimidating tactics, which is just better for everyone.
Next, let's talk about all those letters you might see after a trainer's name. Now, certifications aren't actually required in Ohio, so when you see one, it shows a real dedication to their profession. You don't have to memorize these, but just know that things like CPDT-KA or KPA-CTP are great for general obedience and puppy stuff. But if you're dealing with something more serious, like deep-seated fear or reactivity, you'll want to look for a certified behavior consultant, like those with IACBC or CBCC credentials. All right, let's get practical. This next section is all about the budget and the absolutely essential questions you should be asking any potential trainer. Here's a quick look at the typical costs for dog training in the Cincinnati area for 2025. As you can see, group classes are usually the most affordable way to get started. Private in-home packages or a behavior consult are more of an investment, but they're tailored specifically to your dog's needs. Having these numbers should help you plan things out. When you reach out to a trainer, you want to be prepared. Think of this as your personal checklist. You want to confirm they use positive methods, ask about their credentials, and definitely ask how they'll tailor the training for your dog and your life here in Cincinnati. It's also super important to ask how you'll both track progress and, of course, get a clear breakdown of all the costs right up front. So once you've started training, the work isn't over when the session ends. Our last section here is all about taking those new skills and putting them into practice out and about in our city. And luckily, we've got some amazing places to do just that. There are huge, fenced-in dog parks, like Auto Arm Leader, that are perfect for working on off-leash skills. And then you have beautiful on-leash spots, like Small Riverfront Park, which are great for practicing good manners around real-world city distractions. And it helps to be strategic about this. Leashed practice in a busy urban park is fantastic for building your dog's focus when there's a lot going on. But for something like recall, where you're calling your dog back to you, a secure, fenced-in dog park is definitely the safest and best place to start. It's all about picking the right spot for the right skill. At the end of the day, this is all about making your life together better. A dog that's comfortable and confident in the city just makes everything more fun. From having friends over, to strolling through your neighborhood, to exploring all the amazing parks and patios Cincinnati has. Happy training.